That is the KCA University Band. The KCA University Band. We have the mess bearer following thereafter, Dr. Lucy Wamalwa. We have got the student representatives led by the running Mr. and Miss KCA University, and the student leaders, the president, the secretary, and the other officials. We have alumni representatives. We have the members of academic staff of KCA University and other universities. We have the members of the Senate. We have members of the University Management Board, the deans and the directors. We have the deputy vice chancellors of KCA University. That is the deputy vice chancellor, academic and student affairs, Professor Joshua Bagakas. We have got the DVC Finance Planning and Development, Professor Damiana Kieti, and we have got the DVC Research, Innovation and Outreaches, Professor Onywera. We have the University Council members, the Board of Trustee members. We have Vice Chancellors of other universities. We have Chancellors of other universities. We have other guests, and we have Chair Board of Trustees, Chair University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah I.C. Wakindiki, and the Chancellor, Professor Olive Mugenda. We say, today is a beautiful day. Let us remain standing for this very special moment as we begin our celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession, as we continue to have ourselves in order, was led by the mess bearer, the student representatives, the alumni representatives, members of academic staff of KCA University and other universities, the members of the Senate, members of the University Management Board, the deans and directors of KCA University, the deputy vice chancellors of KCA University, the University Council members, the Board of Trustees members, the vice chancellors of other universities, the other guests, Chair Board of Trustees, the Chair University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, and the Chancellor of KCA University, Professor Olive Mugenda. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 15th graduation ceremony of KCA University in all its glamour and glory.
Thank you very much. The next piece of items will be in this order. The first one will be our Kenya national anthem. The second one will be our East African community anthem. And the last in that order before we take prayers would be KCA Alma Mater. Thank you. Thank you very much. While still standing, I call upon the set of prayers in this order. The first one will be done by the Muslim faithful representative, and the second one will be done by the Christian faithful representative. Muslim? Sorry, we will start with the Christian. Go ahead.
Shall we believe and pray? Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather on this joyous occasion of KCA University 15th graduation ceremony, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude and praise. We thank you for the journey of learning, growth, and achievement that has led to these great graduates to this significant milestone. Bless this ceremony, Lord, with an atmosphere of celebration and reflection. May your wisdom guide the words spoken and the hearts touched. We acknowledge your presence in the achievement of these graduates and seek your continued guidance as they embark on a new chapter of their lives. Grant them the strength to face challenges, the humility to continue learning, and the compassion to make a positive impact on the world. Bless the faculty, staff, families, and friends who have supported them along this journey. Lord, may you continue to bless this university together with all the partners, that by your grace they will continue to
ceremony. And Madam Chancellor, you notice that the theme of this particular 15th graduation ceremony is about 10 years of innovation and transformation. And this is what you have lived yourself in your life. And today, before we proceed, we would like to say that our students have continued to excel in different areas. And one of the areas our students have excelled is in the School of Performing Arts. Madam Chancellor, these are not hired. These are our students. And where are you guys? Are you? They should be around in a few minutes. Where are my students? Madam Chancellor has arrived, and Animos is the leader of that team. Madam Chancellor, just as we wait for that, a lot of things have happened this year for us as a university. And just to highlight, as we get the speaker, the entertainment coming on, that we have got our new DVC in charge of research, innovation, and outreach in this particular year. And he joined with a lot of energy and zeal, and a lot of things are going in that direction. Just last week when you came in, just 2 weeks ago, Madam Chancellor, we had a wonderful innovation week that was held here at KCA University. And we thank you for coming, Madam Chancellor, for that one, because that is the direction that this university is going to take. Madam Chancellor, as you can see them, they have been taken care of by the Vice Chancellor and active. I ask the choir, the leader of the entertainment, to introduce to Madam Chancellor the piece that you're going to present this morning.
At Somandla, we are celebrating our victory.
I hope so. So, Madam Chancellor, welcome.
Knowledge driving change, knowledge driving advancing, KCA, kiwango chenye haja KCA, chuo cha Wakenya, chenye haja KCA, chuo cha Wakenya. Advancing knowledge driving change, knowledge driving change.
Tumeweka kiwango cha juu Kenya, tuna
chuo cha uthabiti wa Kenya, chenye haja KCA. Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Shahada zenye manufaa.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Twainua uchumi Kenya.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Shahada zenye manufaa.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu. KCA tusonga mbele pamoja kukuza uchumi wetu wa Kenya. Hongera waadhiri wetu kwa wema, tunasonga mbele pamoja. KCA tusonga mbele pamoja kukuza uchumi wetu wa Kenya. Hongera waadhiri wetu kwa wema, tunasonga mbele pamoja. Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Nyanja zote sisi mabingwa.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Michezoni tunaongoza.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu.
Nyanja zote sisi mabingwa.
Tukuza wanafunzi wetu kulijenga Kenya, taifa letu. KCA tusonga mbele pamoja kukuza uchumi wetu wa Kenya. Hongera waadhiri wetu kwa wema, tunasonga mbele pamoja. KCA tusonga mbele pamoja kukuza uchumi wetu wa Kenya. Hongera waadhiri wetu kwa wema, tunasonga mbele pamoja.
Tunasonga
mbele pamoja.
Tunasonga
mbele pamoja.
Tunasonga mbele pamoja.
Awoti sosomanda, buito nyelime samba, asizeze nyeli mselele vosi. Awoti sosomanda, buito nyelime samba, asizeze nyeli mselele vosi. Awoti sosomanda,
Thank you very much. That's the KCA University Choir. Vice Chancellor, Cooperative University. We have Dr. John Muhoho. And we also have Professor Paul Wainaina, Vice Chancellor, Kenyatta University, who is here today also as a parent. And we also have got Ambassador Amina Mohammed, former Ambassador, Government of Kenya. We have got Professor Ward from KCA University, Dr. Bridget Obala, UN Habitat, Madam Hannah Mumbwa, Public Health Officer, Nairobi County, Madam Salim Wende, CEO, Prime and Delight, Nifa Kodia Bondo, ACK. We have Professor Benson Wangi, Muranga University, Professor Remy Ayede from Pasca. We have got FCPA Willie Paul, CPA Wycliffe Bichanga, David K. Soine, Honorable Jeremiah Olencharo from SAIC, Beatrice Imali, Mr. David from Nakosti, Dorika Opimbi, Alumni Board Member, CPA Nelson Alois Otieno, Chairman, Chair of Council Uzima University, Ms. Caroline, PA CEO NEC, Professor Peter K. Muringi, Vice Chancellor, Tharaka University. We have CPA Felix Ratemo, Member, Alumni Association of KCA University, Lucy Wainaina, UN Habitat, Ms. Archer Lai, Foundation Board Member, KCA University, Ambassador Lucy Chelimo, Elizabeth Mbatia from MFI, Agnes Biwot, TSC, Michael Kariuki, UN Habitat, Julie Mutahai from Cooperative Bank, Miriam Mutiga, Programmer, Professor Mary Ndungu Kirinyanga University, Brian Kiprono, Alumni Chair, KCA University, FCPA Nicholas Lalting, CEO, CASNEB, Professor Noah Midabin Wasonga, Alumni Board, KCA University, Dr. Mwingi. We have got Esther Murimi, Family Bank, and most importantly, we have you, the graduates of KCA University. Hello! Without you, we won't have an event today. On that note, because after this ceremony, you will become alumni members, I would like to invite the Chair, Alumni Association of KCA University, Mr. Brian Kiprono Biwot, to give us his brief remarks.
Shukran nyote. Balozi Daktari Mikael Milra, naibu mkurugenzi mtendaji wa UN Habitat, bodi ya wadhamini ya chuo kikuu cha KCA, Chancellor Professor Olive Mugenda, baraza la chuo kikuu cha KCA, makamu wa Chancellor na mkurugenzi mtendaji wa chuo kikuu cha KCA, Professor Isaya Wakindiki, wajumbe wote wa bodi ya usimamizi ya chuo kikuu cha KCA, wajumbe wa bodi ya waliofuzu ya chuo kikuu cha KCA, wanachama wa seneti ya chuo kikuu cha KCA, wanafanyikazi wa chuo kikuu cha KCA, wanafunzi, wazazi na walezi, wageni waalikwa, wahitimu, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo nyote. Kwa niaba ya chama cha mafala wa chuo kikuu cha KCA, tunafuraha kuungana nanyi ama nawe kusherekea tukio hili muhimu. Mwaka huu umekuwa mwaka wa udhabiti, ushindi kwa chuo kikuu chetu cha chama yetu ya waliotimu kwa katika shahada, waliofuzu katika stahada tofauti, shahada ya uzamili na uzamifu. Chama bado kinajitolea kushirikisha wanachama wote katika shughuli mbalimbali za chuo kikuu, kama vile hapo mwanzoni tulikuwa na mkutano mkuu wa mwaka uliofanyika mwezi wa Mei. Pili, kujumuika kwa waliofuzu chuoni kurejea nyumbani mwezi wa Septemba kule hoteli kuu ya Safari Park. Tatu, tulikuwa na ushirika wa chajio na makamu wa chancellor na mkurugenzi mtendaji wa chuo kikuu cha KCA na wahitimu bora wa waliofuzu mwezi Oktoba. Mwisho, hatimaye tulikuwa na sherehe waliohitimu iliyofanyika papa hapa wiki iliyopita. Kwa miaka mingi waliohitimu chuo kikuu cha KCA wameonyesha ukakamavu wa ajabu katika kukabiliana na ulimwengu wa kazi unaobadilika na wenye ushindani mkubwa. Unapobadilika na kuwa wanachama wa mahafala, urithi wa vikundi vilivyokumbana na matatizo moja kwa moja na kubadilisha vikwazo kwa fursa. Safari yako ni ya ushahidi wa nguvu na ari na kujitolea uliobeba humu ndani. Ninakusihi utoka hapa na ni dhamana uliozindua katika miaka hii. Kwa maana yake ni kuishi maisha ya chama cha waliohitimu linakuhimiza kukaa kwenye msingi thabiti hadi kwa nia chanya, na zaidi ya yote uwe wenye kazi wepesi wa kubadilika maishani. Matokeo bora zaidi. Endelea na ubunifu, endelea na kubadili, na uendelee kushikamana na jumuiya ya mahafala waliofuzu wote, na pia tutasema karibuni nyote katika dunia ya pili ya waliofuzu. Hongera wahitimu wote katika staki. Mungu ibariki chuo kikuu cha KCA. Shukran sana, nimekuwa wenyu.
Thank you very much for that brief remark. We'd now like to invite the class valedictory speech to be given by Joe Gashira, class of 2023. That is your voice. Kindly cheer him up.
His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Mikhail Mlina, the Deputy Executive Director at UN Habitat, the KCA University Board of Trustees, the Chancellor, Professor Olive Mugenda, who was also my Chancellor at Kenyatta University, Vice Chancellor, the KCA University Council, the Vice Chancellor and CEO KCA University, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, members of the KCA University Management Board, members of the KCA University Senate, KCA University staff, students, parents, and guardians, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Come on, guys, I can't hear you. Good morning. Are you guys excited? Amazing. My name is Joe Gashira. I'm a student at the School of Business, and today an MBA Corporate Management graduate of the class of 2023. And today I feel, thank you guys, today I feel incredibly honored to stand before you today at this 15th graduation ceremony as we celebrate the pinnacle of our academic journey. Our story has God's handprint written all over it, and I thank him for life, good health, and for bringing all of us this far. Please stand to the graduate next to you and say to them, you made it. Yes, guys, it's your day, soak it all in. And a special shout out to my MBA Corporate Management class of 2023. They are seated right there, who had the privilege to also serve as the class president. You guys are the real OGs. On behalf of all the students graduating today from KCA University, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to those who have guided us throughout this remarkable learning journey. The university management and all the lecturers have been mentors and unwavering pillars of support, nurturing our growth and imparting in us knowledge that has empowered us to reach this monumental milestone. Asanteni sana. Hats off to our exceptional Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, a great transformational and servant leader. His vision of transforming KCA University into a premier business and technology referral university is being witnessed by all. Many of us graduating today, I know, attended class during the historic pandemic that rocked the world, decimating economies and limiting human connection through social distancing and lockdowns. Studying in this season was challenging, and I know most of you can agree with me, it was very challenging. And the pandemic not only tested our grit, but also our resilience. I commend everyone here graduating today for bravely pushing through the turbulence in spite of these circumstances. We continue to pursue our dreams, attending classes through Zoom and Moodle. You guys know Moodle? Yeah? Collaborating virtually with classmates and evolving through the times. Despite the uncertainty that came with the pandemic, we kept the faith, and through this, we discovered that we are an unstoppable force when we work together. Now, allow me to share briefly 3 quick lessons with us today. So, elbow the person seated next to you and tell them, Mambo ni matatu. Yeah? Mambo ni matatu. So these are lessons from my grandfather, who we laid to rest a couple of weeks ago. He was an educator and a founding member of the Teacher Service Commission and NAT. At his memorial service, Mr. Peter Munga, who we all know as the founder of Equity Bank, fondly narrated how my grandfather was the reason why the bank exists today. Despite lacking school fees, my grandfather, who was his headmaster in primary school, allowed him to attend class and to sit his exams. Now, my grandfather would later become Mr. Munga's mentor and a close friend. When Mr. Munga established Equity Building Society, he invited my grandfather to spend time with him at the small branch in Kangema in Murang'a. Now, Mr. Munga knew that my grandfather had a reputation of being an honest man. And if the local community members saw him hanging around the branch, then they would choose to bank with Equity because they were assured that their hard-earned income was in safe hands. The bank has now grown to become the largest in East Africa and is now paying forward the action by my grandfather by educating thousands of bright children from underprivileged backgrounds through the Equity Wings to Fly program. So I want to draw 3 quick lessons from this. Number 1 is the power of giving people a chance that ultimately benefited not only hundreds or thousands, but millions of Kenyans. For us gathered here today, this is a call to believe in people, to mentor them, and to invest in them. Each one of us has something valuable to offer to another human being. Do not be afraid to share your gifts. The second lesson that I learned from that is the power of integrity. My grandfather's reputation as an incorruptible man lent immense credibility to Mr. Munga, and by extension to Equity Bank in its early stages. Mr. Gibson and Uvate, a man I deeply respect, often states that what we compromise on today becomes the new normal for tomorrow. Our integrity remains the most powerful tool in our hands as we graduate from KCA University today. And the third and final lesson I want to draw is to always pay it forward. As we progress and climb up the ladders, which I'm confident all of us will, we must be the kind of people that send the ladder back down. Mr. Munga did it, so can we. We can choose to be the rising tide that lifts all the boats in the sea. At KCA University, our education journey has been guided by a crystal clear vision, thanks to our VC, and a mission and bedrock of values of leadership, creativity, innovation, communication, adaptability, and initiative. The university has inculcated in us indispensable 21st century skills and instilled in us a sense of community responsibility. We have been taught to promote justice, impartiality, inclusion, and diversity in all our dealings. We are not self-made. Much has been invested in us for whatever time you've been here. And we have the responsibility as we get out of these gates today to pay it forward. So beyond the gates of KCA University, the onus is on us to be change makers in our communities and to put the knowledge we have gained to work. Graduation and commencement today is actually not the end, but the beginning of our journey. We have been empowered to lead the 4th industrial revolution, and we have the responsibility to be at the forefront of solving existing and emerging global challenges so that our children and their children inherit a world where they can thrive. And as I come to a close, and also to guide us as we embark on this mission, allow me to share these words of wisdom from a famous poem. Most of you might know it. It's called Play Your Drum by Caroline Derrito. And it goes, play your drum. No one else can play it for you. No one else should. For only you know the tune. Only you have the hands for it. Play your own drum. Don't worry how well others play their drums. Often, we are so busy listening to others playing their drums that we have no time to play our own. Shall the farmer use the surgeon's scalpel? Shall the baker bake in the tailor's machine? Shall the nurse inject in the teacher's chalk? Play no other drum but yours, and play it well. And in time, we shall all dance to your drum. So to the class of 2023 and my fellow graduates today, play your drum. Embrace your individuality, and don't be distracted by how well others play their drums. Instead, focus on honing your own skills, your own talents, and your own passions. By so doing, you'll create a rhythm that is uniquely yours, and in time, all of us will begin to dance to your tune. May your drum lead you to your own extraordinary and meaningful path. So, graduates today, congratulations from myself, and cheers to the beautiful melodies you'll create in the world. God bless you all, and God bless KCA University.
Thank you very much for that very powerful speech. I will not even touch on it. A lot of words of wisdom from a man with wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to recognize the presence of Professor Kitambala Marceline, the Vice Chancellor at the East African University. And before I call the next speaker, I'd like you all to say, Haye! Haye! Are we all happy? Yes, next I'm calling the man in whose leadership you've been here as a student, and that is the Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah I.C. Wakindiki.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Michael Milnar, who is the Deputy Executive Director at the UN Habitat, the Institute for Certified Public Accountants Council, and the KCA University Board of Trustees, the University Chancellor, Professor Olive Mugenda, the KCA University Council, led by the Vice Chair, Ms. Nancy Matimo, members of the KCA University Management Board and Senate, KCA University staff, the students, the parents and guardians, the alumni of KCA University, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen here present, I say good morning. Good morning once more. It is with such joy and pride that I want to welcome each one of you to KCA University this morning, and thank you so much for choosing to be with us today as we join and celebrate together with the graduating class of 2023. This year, graduation is anchored in the theme, 10 years of innovation and transformation, as we celebrate a decade since we became an established chartered university in the Republic of Kenya. I want to extend my appreciation to each and every one of you for being here present today. Madam Chancellor, allow me to take a moment and bring to you some apologies of distinguished guests and other stakeholders who would have wished to be here, but for one reason or the other, they are unable to be here. The chairman of the Board of Trustees, FCPA, Dr. Waweru, the chairman of the University Council, Mr. Sitoyo Lopokoit, the council member, FCPA Rose Mwaura, who is the chair of the Audit Committee, the Board of Trustees member, Joseph Kosgei, would have wished to be here, but is held up. The chair of the KCA University Foundation, Dr. Sarah Kilemi, and two others, Dr. Manu Chandaria, who is a great friend of this university, and Ambassador Dr. Jedai Fraser, who sent apologies this morning from California. To the class of 2023, Madam Chancellor, I'm delighted by what this class has achieved, and the kind of professionals that we are releasing here today with your authority to go out and create jobs, and others join already established jobs or employment. I acknowledge the effort and the dedication, the sheer commitment of our faculty who have taken it with varying durations, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, less than a year, to prepare this great assembly. I thank each one of them and all of them. I also want to extend a great thank you as the leader of this university to the parents of these graduates here seated, their sponsors, and their relatives and families for being their support for the long they have been in this institution. Taking a quick look at what an academic year it was, 2023, Madam Chancellor, we had a fair share of successes and misses. The larger environment has been marked with energy supply crisis, rising costs of living. We have not been spared of the rising inflation, changes in the university placement criteria. There has been a huge concern about the new university funding model, etc., etc. Nonetheless, we are celebrating a very successful year when we have achieved the highest number of graduates since the university was founded. At this juncture, Madam Chancellor, let me mention a few highlights as we celebrate KCA University at 10, that it is, or it was the 1st of March, 2013, when we received the first chancellor as an independent university from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. And for the 10 years since the award of charter, we have been churning out market leaders in terms of our graduates. The award of charter to our university signified our identity as KCA University in our declared mission to offer university education, innovation, and transformation. Within the past decade, Madam Chancellor, we can proudly say that our journey has been one of continuous evolution. We embraced change, we fostered innovation, and transformed challenges into opportunities. In these 10 years, we have witnessed remarkable transformations in the education landscape, driven by technological advancements, changes in societal needs, and a dynamic global environment. Madam Chancellor, it is as we celebrate a decade since our establishment that our university managed to consolidate its academics, and I think until now, Madam Chancellor, we lead within the private universities as the university with the highest number of its faculty holding PhD degree. we not only have a very credible faculty, Madam Chancellor, but it was within this decade that the university recruited its first full professor in the faculty in the name of Caroline Mulando. I think she is here present. Within the faculty also, Madam Chancellor, to extend our networks and effectiveness and our linkages to our associated industries, we recruited the first associate adjunct professor, Professor Leting, who is also the CEO of KCA. He's here with us. Madam Chancellor, looking into the future, the university is poised to fortify our market position as the regional leader in training of accounting professions. That's where we began, and we have remained leaders to date. We will continue to enhance that. At the same time, we are busy recurriculating to align to the 3 competency-based curricular requirements, popularly known as CBC pathways, namely the talent pillar, where our School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences is leading the way. The second is the languages and social sciences pillar. And lastly, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We are recurriculating to align to these new realities as directed by the government. Today, Madam Chancellor, KCA University at 10 presents to you the first doctoral graduate from the School of Technology. I congratulate Mr. Nzenge Mpia for being the one who has made history at KCA University in a very special way, for opening doors to many more graduates at that level who will follow him. I thank the members of the faculty who took time to prepare the PhD graduate. I thank his family and all his colleagues who participated to make this a success. Madam Chancellor, I also want to congratulate with great honor His Excellency, the Ambassador, Dr. Mikhail Mlinar, the Deputy Executive Director of the UN Habitat, and a Slovakia national for being our 7th recipient of the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, in recognition of his achievements in humanities. Within the infrastructure development of this university, in the last 10 years, Madam Chancellor, the university is taking all measures to see that we provide effective and ambient learning facilities, and I assure you the University Council is leading in this direction to make sure that our facilities speak not only to the present, but to the future. We are not doing this alone, Madam Chancellor. KCA University is keeping very close contact with its alumni. And this year, as we celebrate KCA 10, we assembled close to 1,000 of former graduates of this university who have succeeded in many spheres of our economy at Safari Park. And I want to urge the sitting graduates to make sure by the end of the day they have joined our close to 30,000 plus the alumni of this great institution. Within the celebrations of KCA 10, the University Council established the KCA University Foundation, whose effort is to consolidate resource mobilization for the prosperity of this great university. In terms of student welfare and co-curriculum activities, Madam Chancellor, KCA University has proceeded to be leaders in many spheres, which include sports, and as we stand, our hockey team is the champion for the East African region. We remain in that position. There are many other sports which we are participating and leading, and to this end, I want to congratulate all the patrons, coaches, and mentors that have kept our students busy in that respect. It was just a few weeks ago, Madam Chancellor, when we celebrated our 11th Culture Week. It is within the tradition of this university that once a year we, for a week long, celebrate our diversity as a society, because we are not only diverse as the nation of Kenya, but KCA University currently is hosting students from 15 different nationalities around the world. As I conclude, Madam Chancellor, I want to speak to our graduating class today and tell them that as they get their certificates, their degrees, and other awards being conferred, to keep in mind that these qualifications represent your craft in the areas that you have studied and are also a testament to your drive, persistence, and focus. Considering that we have nurtured you to be open to exploration, always remember that your qualification is not meant to restrict you, but to help you spread your wings and be cognizant of the opportunities around you. Explore networks and friendships that you have already formed as you form new ones, while as you start marking your first phase as a KCA University alumni. Invest more time and resources to progress in your studies while you are young and enthusiastic. I hope that you leave with fond memories of all of us at KCA University and become the true ambassadors of this great university. Madam Chancellor, the Senate of this university requested me to request you that, seeing that our numbers are growing and we have a 3-trimester mode of study within the year, there are some students who are finishing this trimester, but they have to wait for a full academic year or a full calendar year for them to graduate. May you consider that you allow for 2 graduations going forward, so that the students who complete their studies in this trimester and the next one, you can confer them with the awards during the mid-year graduation. And those that complete after July, they can graduate in November, so that we can fast-track the time that the students stay without the award of their qualifications. With those remarks, Madam Chancellor, allow me to say thank you, and may God bless our graduates, their parents, their families, their associates, and may God bless KCA University. And at this juncture, with your permission, Chancellor, allow me to usher in the Vice Chair of the University Council on behalf of the University Council to make a few remarks. Thank you so much indeed.
Excellency, the Ambassador Dr. Mikhail, now Deputy Executive Director of the UN Habitat, our Doctor of Human Letters, honoris causa recipient of today, the ISPAC Council, our sponsors, the Board of Trustees of KCA University, the Chancellor, KCA University, Professor Olive Mugenda, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor and CEO, KCA University, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, members of the KCA University Management Board, members of the KCA University Senate, KCA University staff members, students, parents, and the guardians, distinguished guests, the graduates of today, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. It is truly a privilege and honor to represent our council chairman, and in my capacity to share this momentous milestone with all of you as we crown the success of the graduating class of 2023 today. On behalf of the KCA University Council, we express our heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2023 and look forward with immense participation to the anticipation that you are going to make in our society, our country, Kenya, and the world at large. This class, you have endured the infamous pandemic, the corona, and also are sailing through the start of the harsh economic headwinds that we are all contending with. What a class. As we celebrate you and your achievement, anchored on the theme of 10 years of innovation and transformation, I urge you to embrace change, the world's challenges and headwinds, be they social, be they economic, be they environmental, climatic, or political headwinds, because they actually do represent opportunities for growth. Winning innovations stem from the ability to solve real problems in the world. Use the knowledge, the skills, and education you have acquired at KCA University to make a positive impact and be the innovators and the problem solvers of today and tomorrow. The world at large is confronting possibly the biggest and most significant headwinds and challenges arising from stagflation. We are experiencing growth stagnation of economies and an all-time high levels of inflation and cost of living in multiple economies, not just Kenya, in Africa and the world. And I'm sure all of you can attest to the difficulties we're having to contend with. But this indeed is truly a time ripe for innovators and change makers. I was extremely pleased when I was listening to the speech by the class of 2023 valedictorian Joe Gashira, and his call to all of you to become the change makers of the change we want to see. And it is indeed the time for Africa. A few weeks ago, a couple of Kenya's CSUT members met in Nairobi, and we were discussing the future of Kenya and where we sit today. And I'd just like to share some learnings or some messages from certain key leaders. Ms. Brenda Mbadi, who is the current CEO of the Two Rivers International Finance and Innovation Center, terrific, as well as the great renowned professor of change, Dr. Julius King-Metich, who is also the group CEO of the Jubilee Holdings. And they said, if you can listen, that we are in the best position ever as Kenya. And the reason is, it is time for Africa. Kenya's unique selling proposition is our people. We are the best source of labor, and I'm sure many can attest to that, locally and internationally. Anybody who has bothered to set camp in Kenya or look for skills in Africa. And that's the reason why you indeed have the best opportunity today. As Brenda Bathy was speaking, she said that if you look at where we sit in Africa and the world at large, the world is looking to outsource business processes and specifically services around technological support, innovation, and many other areas. And Kenya is a hub and a hotspot for innovation, as you all know. But each one of us come with something that is uniquely Kenyan. We are one, mild-mannered, pleasant, and welcoming, and therefore have the greatest disposition in Africa. We have great and excellent English-speaking skills. And number three, just like the valedictorian said, Mambo ni Matatu, but I hope we don't get sued for using Mambo ni Matatu because it has been trademarked, I hear. 55% of the foreign direct investment in Kenya is in services. And that is actually a statistic by the World Bank report. Again, Africa is the best and well-positioned, more than any other continent, to weather the storm that we are facing. And that's because you must believe, and you know, first and foremost, we are the largest single landmass. We have 60% of remaining arable land in the world. And on average, we are 19 years of age. Other continents and certain countries are contending with average ages of about 50 years to 60 years. We also have the greatest advantage of building solutions on technological development on mobile. And to stabilize the current upheaval, we need extraordinary leadership, and that is you. It genuinely gives me incredible joy to see how focused, as I listened to various speakers, and also when I watched the choir, the manner and the disposition says a lot about the institution and the graduates of today. You have become extremely focused, dynamic, and we can feel the energy and the eclectic excitement, enthusiasm, even if very mild-mannered, because we are mild-mannered, and the innovative graduates that we have, we are going to realize today and that we are going to graduate today. You have received a solid foundation from the university, a foundation that includes instilling the right moral values, including the values of ethics and integrity. These moral values of ethics and integrity are the cornerstone of sustainable growth and success for individuals, for organizations, and society at large. They will not only serve to help you realize your dreams and aspirations, but are of utmost significance and importance in realizing the change we so badly need as a country and the world at large. Kenya needs change. We need change. We are in dire need of change. And Kenya needs you, the graduates of today. I urge you to rise up to the challenge with courage and great optimism. As we celebrate our 10 years of charter, 34 years ago, KCA embarked on a journey of transformation, guided by a vision to be an innovation-driven, globally competitive business and technology university promoting integrity, diversity, and teamwork. And I can assure you, having been in the university for over 10 years now, even before we got chartered, I have seen the commitment and I have been a witness to the evolution that has come with a commitment of fostering innovation, and today we stand as a testament to staying the course. Great things are only achieved through unwavering dedication to progress and excellence. Tenacity and resilience bears results that are the envy of many. And I'm sure even the universities and other colleges and institutions of learning that are represented here today can bear witness that indeed KCA University is a mark of clear resilience and tenacity, and we are enjoying the fruits of that tenacity. As we celebrate this 10-year milestone, we reflect on our achievements, the transformative power of education, and the boundless potential of our graduates as we say we are truly pleased and thankful to the contribution of each member of the KCA University family, our leadership, the faculty and the management, the students, parents and sponsors, particularly our sponsor ISPAC. We also recognize the input and contribution of all stakeholders, both internal and external to the university. We are grateful that you believed in the cause and continue to invest in it. We have been on an exciting journey of evolution since KCA received the letter of interim authority to acquire its university state by the late President, His Excellency, of trustees, the original chancellors, including Professor Noami Damba. These people have worked towards a common goal of being inspired to advance knowledge and drive knowledge. And we are particularly pleased with the work that the university management and the Senate, led by the Vice Chancellor and CEO of the university, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, the exceptional job that you're doing to make our university greater. We have had many achievements and milestones. We are also pleased to announce and share with you the news that we are extremely proud with our latest achievement, which is that of the admission of our Vice Chancellor and CEO to be a member of the Kenya Network of Entrepreneurial Institutions Leaders during the Commercialization Entrepreneurial Institution Leaders Summit of 2023 that was held on the 17th to 19th October this year at the Pride in Paradise Beach Resort in Mombasa. In the same event, KCA University was also awarded a grant to strengthen and streamline systems and processes towards successful commercialization of research outputs. The Kenya Network of Entrepreneurial Institutions Leaders is organized by the Kenya National Innovation Agency, Kenya, with the support from the UK aid. I urge all staff, students, and stakeholders to uphold the university's commitment to higher academic and research standards as we continue to impact society in line with our mission to be a creative business and technology university, training employable and market-driven graduates for sustainable economic development. On behalf of the University Council, I can confirm that we remain focused on ensuring that all university operations continue to focus and nurture our graduates into innovators, problem solvers, and job creators. We also continue to drive and seek growth on all fronts, including management and governance of the university. I am truly pleased again to announce the onboarding of 4 new members of the council who have joined us this year. They are accomplished academicians with vast experience in research, administration, and higher education. I am delighted to welcome Professor Frederick Gravenier, CPA Dr. Asanath Maobe, Dr. Mwirege Kiula, and Dr. Anthony Omerikwa to the KCA University Council. As I conclude, I appreciate the parents and guardians for their unwavering support, and as a parent, I can assure you, parents really do put in a lot to support their children and everyone they support to see them through school, to ensure that graduates are comfortable and worry-free throughout their journey. Thank you very much, parents, guardians, and all the sponsors of our graduates. To the graduates, I wish you the best as you explore new horizons, gain new experiences, and climb the ladder of success. I am confident more than ever that you will carry the spirit of innovation forward, having been with you the last few weeks during the Innovation Week, and that you will go on to create a very bright future for yourself and for our country and the world at large. Congratulations, and may you continue to be ambassadors of innovation and transformation. The phase that you're entering to bears numerous opportunities and responsibilities alike that will allow you to explore, experience, and immerse in the broad horizons of a blank canvas that will allow you to shape what you want to become, that will become your career. Approach it with zeal, with passion and enthusiasm, because that's what everybody is looking out for. That's what employers are looking for. Not just the skill and the certificate that you acquire today, but most importantly, people who show up every day with zeal, with passion, energy, and enthusiasm. And the same goes true if you do become self-employed in your own enterprise. If you inject zeal, passion, and enthusiasm, you sure will win and win big. We are excited to see you transition with poise and such glamour today because you all look wonderful and beautiful. And we shall be cheering you on as you rise from the foothills of your summit of greatness. We will be here cheering you on today and to the future. Congratulations, class of 2023. God bless you, and God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair of University Council. It is the moment now that I have the opportunity to invite the University Chancellor to give a speech. Professor Olive Mugenda.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Dr. Mikar, the Deputy Executive Director at the UN Habitat, the KCA University Board of Trustees, the KCA University Chair, today led by the Vice Chair, Madam Nancy Matimo, our VC and able CEO, Professor Isaiah Wakidiki, members of KCA University Management, and because I was a VC and I know how important it was for VCs to come for graduations, allow me to recognize the Vice Chancellors who are here, led by Professor Paul Wainaina, VC Kenyatta University, Professor Waboi Dongo, VC Kirenyaga University, Professor Gamau, VC Cooperative University, Professor Muriogi, VC Dharaka University, former VC KCA, Professor Midaba Noah, and Professor Kibada, VC from University of Assumption of Congo. Thank you very much for honoring this invitation. Members of KCA University Senate, KCA University staff, students, parents, guardians, distinguished guests, and let me also recognize my former very good colleagues and your own staff here, Dr. Zipi, who has been the Master of Ceremony, also Professor Onywera. These are colleagues I worked with. I'm happy they are doing a good job here. So I'm privileged and honored to join class of 2023 in celebrating the success and achievement of their hard work and determination. I also appreciate the guests who have taken time and honored this invitation. So today marks a very memorable day in the lives of our graduates, which marks the beginning of their journey of entrepreneurs, innovators, and job creators. Please note that because you don't have to go looking for jobs in offices, you can also be entrepreneurs, innovators, and also you can create jobs. It gives me joy and pride to confer various degrees and diplomas in their various areas of specialization. Dear graduates, you have come far since your first semester in this university, when we are hoping simply that you would make it through the first week of classes. And now you are at a point of graduation. Congratulations. And to you graduates of 2023, you should consider this as a moment of moving to the next stage of your lives, full of hope and possibility. Receiving the power to read in an achievement is an achievement which I commend you, graduates. The soft skills and competence that you gain from this university and the life skills such as the passion to do work, the commitment, the tenacity, and open-mindedness have laid a strong foundation for the psychological and professional aspects of your lives. So my advice is to nurture these skills in your life skills in your next phase of life. At some point in your lives, the core values of excellence, integrity, diversity, innovation, and service to community, and talent recognition will be even more important and more resourceful than some of the professional skills you have gotten. Your positive attitude, graduates, will take you very far. You may have the right skills like you do, but also remember that you have to nurture positive attitude for you to be able to make it in life. My second piece of advice is to urge you to do your work with a sense of urgency. If you decide to do something to advance your career or your goals, do it with a sense of urgency. If it's a master's degree that you plan to do after this, or your PhD for that matter, do it, just do it. If you decide it's time to start a family now that you have graduated, you can also do it with a sense of urgency. If you are looking for a job, also look for it with a sense of urgency. Whatever you plan to do, my advice is that don't wait, just do it, because also time is of essence. My third piece of advice, graduates, is based on a study that was done, which showed that Nigerian students graduating get jobs faster than our Kenyan students. And we wanted to find out why. And the study showed that the Nigerian students approach the interviews with confidence. They are very aggressive. They are able to convince the employer that they are the best for that job. The study showed that our students are not as aggressive. So my advice is that you need to be aggressive in a positive way out there. Don't be shy to approach your networks. We have been hiring a lot of people at the hospital because it's a new institution. And there are some people who just write. They write, we don't know them, and they persistently write, and they sell their skills, and occasionally some of them get lucky. So be there, approach your networks for opportunities. Don't shy to talk about your skills. If you sit in the house with a degree, nobody will know about you. So be out there, approach the networks, talk about your skills, and I'm sure you'll be blessed. So those are just a piece of advice to help you progress. So I urge you to then be our world with talent and imagination. You have the tools, the knowledge, the skills, the ethical commitments, and the passion to steer through changes that lie ahead. Reflecting on our 10-year charter, on 1st March 2013, that's 10 years ago, KCA University was awarded a charter, and we recognize the effort put in by the people who are there before us and all who worked very hard towards a common goal of being inspired to advance knowledge and drive change. A university is supposed to be a place of discovery, a place of exploration, a place of knowledge creation. I say that KCA University has been that and much more, what a university should do. Has seen KCA University open educational resources, adapting, and we have equipped our faculty with the latest innovations and transformations to ensure a more inclusive, adaptive, and technology-driven approaches to teaching and learning. I was here, as was said before 2 weeks ago, to participate in the, in the week that was celebrated at the university. KCA, the remarkable achievements of that the strategic plan is also used to guide us through these transformative years, and we have done exactly that. In 2019, we embarked on the 2019-2023 Strategic Development, Research, Innovation, and Financial Sustainability. At the Deputy Vice Chancellors, DVC, Academic, Student Affairs, which was there. Then we created Research, Innovation, and Outreach. And the Research, Innovation, and Outreach Division positioned KCA University as a hub for groundbreaking research and innovation. Under its scope, we have fostered a culture of knowledge creation, supported faculty in their research endeavors, and extended our reach into the wider community through impactful outreach programs. I'm very, very impressed today. I was just mentioning to the VC to see a publication titled The Researcher. I think this is very impressive. I'm very, very happy. And I think this was a great idea, even the title. And I was so excited that I've decided to give 10 of my research methods books to this division so that they can continue to support research. So, Professor Onywera, you can, and the VC, you can receive 10, put them in the library so that we can start creating great researchers for this institution. In finance and development, KCA, we are aware of the critical importance of financial sustainability, and the Finance, Planning, and Development Division has played a key role in resource mobilization and also allocation. We have not only weathered economic challenges. KCA University, we would want to see more infrastructure here. We would want to increase the academic programs a lot of things coming our way. And I promise you, Vice Chancellor, I will be available to advise on is the best private institution in the country. In terms of transitioning to the world of work, the class of 2023 comprises the largest number of graduates that we channel into the job market in the history of KCA University, as was mentioned by the VC. As we celebrate 4,051 of you, it is impossible to ignore the dedication of our faculty and commitment of your parents and guardians in this journey. And our faculty, parents, we don't take it for granted. As one of you, as a professor of university, I know what it takes, a lot of hard work, a lot of marking, a lot of reading papers. We want to thank you and say we don't take it for granted. You, as our graduates, have demonstrated resilience, intellectual prowess, and a thirst for knowledge that you undoubtedly fuel their future endeavors. So you are transitioning from KCA University, not just with academic knowledge, but with skills, values, and innovative competencies that will help you thrive in a never-changing world. As we celebrate this achievement, we must cast our gaze towards and prepare to face new challenges. Graduates out there will be challenges. Please don't be discouraged. If there are challenges, face them head on. Remember, everybody is having their challenges in their own way. So you don't give up. You look for solutions, you consult, talk to people, and make sure there's a way forward. You don't just give up. In conclusion, in a special way, I extend my appreciation to the Board of Trustees, the University Council, the Vice Chancellor and CEO, the University Management Board, Senate, for their continued harmonious governance and leadership that has seen us celebrate this day. And I urge the management to scan through the horizon, identify opportunities unique to KCA University, and challenge the status quo. What else can we do as KCA University? Put in place a strategic measures that will not only produce graduates of international repute, but also ensure timely completion of studies. With the permission of my predecessor, Professor Inaina, we started a very good strategy in Kenyatta University when I was there, where we actually gave all the graduates a certificate of leadership, and without any extra cost. And this gave our students competitive edge in the marketplace. So I would like to request Professor Wakidiki, maybe talk with Professor Inaina and see how this worked, so we can start giving our graduates here a certificate of leadership as they complete their degrees. I also wish to inform members of KCA University, in consideration of the students who complete their studies early in the year, and has been requested by the Vice Chancellor, we can go ahead and start having 2 graduations. I think it's a great idea. That way you don't have to wait. When other people are joining the marketplace, you also need to join them, isn't it? So Professor Wakidiki and your Senate, that was a brilliant idea, and we fully embrace it. To our graduates, remember that you carry with you not just a degree, but a legacy of innovation and spirit of transformation. Wherever you go, make a difference, try to make it transformative. Don't just accept the status quo. Be the leader that you are and try to make a difference. And to encourage all of you and to appreciate your hard work, I would like to offer some top students opportunities to work in our hospital. Professor, your Vice Chancellor will let me know maybe the top students. I don't know how many we will see when you graduate. Then we can offer you opportunity, because if you work hard, then there's always a reward, isn't it? So Professor, Vice Chancellor, we are going to listen to those who graduate, and we are going to pick 2 or 3 top ones, then they can start working with us. And as I said, to show my gratitude also for the research component of this institution, I have the books here which I will give the VC soon so that we can build a strong community of researchers in this university. And Professor, I offer to lead that group even as a chancellor so that we can instill skills of research among our students. Thank you very, very much. I'm proud to be your chancellor, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Madam Chancellor, for that wonderful speech. While I call upon the university choir for a special piece of entertainment, which we want to do literally to what the valedictorian told us, beating the drum. The university choir, you're welcome for a special item. Let's appreciate the Chancellor in a very special way. We have been awarded another graduation, so we shall be having 2 graduation ceremonies. That will be able to ensure that our graduates, our students are able to move to the market very fast and be able to make a difference. The Chancellor, Madam Chancellor, talked about the approach to challenges in a head-on manner to ensure that you are able to conquer the world. Again, dear graduates, you are informed that you need to make use of your soft skills and to be able to touch lives out there. We wish you all the best. Welcome, University Choir. While they are getting ready, I want to recognize a few additional guests who joined us a few minutes ago. We have Ms. Nasmiyu representing the Cabinet Secretary Babu Namwamba from the Ministry of Sports and Culture. We have CPA Nelson Otieno representing the Council Chairman, Uzima University. We have Dr. Rose Auma representing the Vice Chancellor, Prof. Solomon Shibairo from Masinde Muliro University. Karibuni, welcome, University Choir.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed. I'd also just like to state some housekeeping. For the VIP, if you need to just stretch your legs, just stretch your legs around the tent. Yeah, they are very comfortable places to stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, entertainment, just a little more. From the Department of Performing Arts and Film.
All right, the class of KCA University 2023. Hello? Hello? Siwasikini. Uliza hapa ni wapi? Uliza huyo class rep, hapa ni wapi? Wapi nduru kama unaenjoy, wapi nduru wewe? Adios. All right, so DJ, unajua?
Yes.
Lazima tushukuru Mungu kwa kutufikisha hapa.
Before tushukuru Mungu,
yes.
Moja lazima tujue watu mko vipi? Mko sawa? Tati your neighbor, mwambie you look good.
Mudanganye.
Mwambie I look better.
Mudanganye tu. I find your neighbor. Na yes. Kama pia ni class rep, muulize hapa ni wapi?
Ngoja, hebu shika jirani msimame kidogo.
Mshike mkono.
Wakubwa wamedance, sisi hatuja dance.
Yes. Sasa tunaomba our chancellor and our vice chancellor tusimame tafadhali.
Yes.
Na wakisimama wale tuko nyuma mnakaa. Our DVC.
Tusimame
tafadhali, we want to do something very nice, ndio?
Kwa hivyo, kwa sababu tuko kwa TV,
yes,
and we want to, tunataka ku-encourage watu wa nyumbani ambao wanataka kuja university, ndio?
Yes.
Ndio?
University ni moja.
Yes, nataka kila mtu tu nikiimba, tunaimba pamoja, najua mnaijua, sawa?
Yes.
Somebody say, I know I can. Hiyo haitoshi.
Yes.
Somebody say, I know I can.
I know I can.
You know what I wanna be? If I work hard on it, I can be what I want to be. Ajipigie makofi tafadhali.
Wapi nduru, si makofi tu, wapi nduru. DJ.
Inua mikono yako juu hivi.
Weka mikono juu.
Zote mbili.
Kama unaamini una graduate, weka mikono juu.
Zote mbili. Are you ready? Aya, weka hivi.
Left. Right, sasa.
Tumeona mkono wake.
Kila mtu
pamoja, au sio?
Mengi mazuri tumeyaona. Mungu
tuimbe pamoja.
Ni kweli wewe uweza.
Nipe nduru wewe.
Ulitauka vitu vikawa. Neno tunatosha. Ukisema umetenda.
Aya, twende hivi. Tena unakaa hivi, sawa?
Uliwavusha. Kawatoa utumwani.
Kila mtu.
Watumishi wako umewapa.
Watu huko si waoni.
Wacha waiba wao wenyewe.
Uamualo hakuna wakulipa.
Bariki mtu wako mbele yako nani?
Nataka nisikie chorus sasa.
Karibu sana.
Haya nisikie. Kama wewe
tumeuona baba. Mkono wako Bwana kweli. Matendo yako Bwana.
Siwaoni mikono tafadhali.
Umetutoa mbali kweli. Kushika mkono. Mahali ulio.
Twende
chini kila mtu chini.
Chini hata chini yao watu unawainua.
Chini. Kuna mtu amesimama bado. Haya hapo.
Twende next. Twende. Weka mkono juu.
Wapi kelele? Twende.
Wacha waibe DJ.
Wacha nisikie sauti. 1, 2, go.
Come from shoulders excellence. What I require, all I require for life. Well, I know who I am. Haya, 1, 2.
Hivi kama polisi. Wewe. Ati nini? Haya, twende hivi. Twende hivi.
Twende my DJ.
Haya. DJ twende kazi, DJ.
Weka mkono juu.
Mkono moja tu. Ruka nani? Watu huko siwaoni.
Watu wa diploma twende.
Ati tusikie anini? Ije wacha wai. Ruka nani? Ati I'm gonna be nini? Hey. Shika kiuno. Aya, tingiza kidogo kiuno nani? Are you ready? KCA wapi kelele? Ruka. Aya, jifanye kama mtoto, sawa? Aya, kama mkono.
Wapi duru.
Fungua kofia yako, shikilia, inua juu kofia. Shikilia kofia.
Kama una kofia inua kitabu uko nayo. Watu wa diploma inua kitabu uko nayo.
Haya, tingiza kidogo. Wewe inua tu mkono, tingiza mkono.
University class of 2023. Nipe duru wewe. Weka.
Tingiza kofia. Tingiza kofia.
Haya.
Are you ready?
Twende chini. Siwasikie kila mtu.
Twende hapa. Kanyaga.
Twende chini. Haya. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Inua kofia tu pole.
Ni moja, si ndio? Weka hivi. Angalia jirani moja. Angalia jirani hivi. Angalia jirani hivi, sawa? Twende hivi. Angalia jirani, twende. Aha, enda hivi. Twende hivi. Wapi kelele? DJ.
Congratulations.
Kwa sababu ya wakati.
Congratulations.
I go by the name Honeymoons. Na Julius Chala. Asante.
If we go on dancing, we will not get the degree. Kindly, ladies and gentlemen, our guests, kindly sit. But that was a memorable moment right there. Many will forget how their names were called, but none will forget how you jumped. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next phase, I'd like to recognize a few guests. First, the former Deputy Governor of Vihiga County, Dr. Patrick Saisi, is here. And ladies and gentlemen, because of the next phase, that we are going to, and because today we are going to have a historic day at KCA University by having the first doctorate degree, I'd like to recognize the following people, and I'll request them to just stand up and wave. Professor Willie Kibanda, Vice Chancellor, Rector of Assumption University of Congo. Kindly stand up with your team from Congo. The team from Congo. To support our graduate to kindly stand up. Thank you very much. We honor you for holding our graduates' hand to make history in this university. I'd now like to invite the Registrar Academic Affairs, Dr. Rose Gadi, to take us to the most important session of this celebration.
Subject to the provisions of the KCA University Charter, KCA University shall have powers to confer the degrees of bachelor, master, doctor, and such other degrees as may be provided for in the statutes, and following approval by the Senate, grant diplomas, certificates, and other awards.
Congratulations to the KCA University class of 2023. Madam Chancellor, I now wish to invite the KCA University Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah I.C. Wakindiki, who is also the chair of the KCA University Senate, to read the citation for the award of the honorary degree of KCA University. Professor Isaiah Wakindiki.
Sorry. Madam Chancellor, as per the powers vested in the University Senate by virtue of Article 9, D1 and 2 of the KCA University Charter, KCA University Statute 50, and having secured the approval of the University Council, it is with great honor and propriety that we, as Senate, present for your consideration the esteemed recommendation for the conferment of honorary degree of the Doctor of Humane Letters, LHD honoris causa, upon His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael Minnaar. On the occasion of the 15th graduation ceremony of KCA University, the Senate finds it befitting to extend the noble recognition of His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael, who serves as the United Nations Assistant Secretary General and holds the position of United Nations Habitat Deputy Executive Director. It is essential to underline that this act represents the highest honor that our institution can bestow. The rationale behind this conferment rests upon the exalted contributions made by His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael on the cause of humanitarianism. and the global landscape of positive social transformation. Born in the year 1970 in Slovakia, Ambassador Michael has dedicated the entire of his life to the selfless service of mankind. His distinguished career path has encompassed a remarkable trajectory, commencing as an educator, ascending to diplomatic, ambassadorial roles, and ultimately attaining the exalted position of the Deputy Executive Director of the UN Habitat. His academic accomplishments encompass a PhD degree conferred by the Comenius University, Bratislava, Slovakia, within the Department of English and American Studies, specializing in the theory of teaching English as a foreign language. He earlier graduated with a master's degree in English and Russian language and literature from the same university. During his tenure as the permanent representative of Slovakia to the United Nations, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michal assumed pivotal responsibilities, serving as the Vice President of the United Nations Children's Fund Executive Board, Vice Chair of the Peace Building Commission, and Chair of the 6th Committee. His unwavering commitment to fostering bilateral relations between the countries he represented is commendable, as touched innumerable lives globally. Ambassador Michael's steadfast advocacy for the universal accessibility of quality education is a hallmark of his service that KCA University wished to celebrate. As the Vice President of the UNICEF, he ardently championed the right of children, especially those in conflict zones, to access quality education in a secure environment. His commitment to the protection of children's rights, addressing their fundamental needs, and expanding their avenues for full development underscores his dedication to the socio-economic and political advancement of nations. The influence of education in enhancing the lives of individuals and empowering them through expert knowledge and invaluable skills is a core principle upheld by Ambassador Michael. Notably, many Kenyan students pursuing higher education in various fields within Slovakian universities have benefited from his advocacy. His conviction that education can effectively emancipate families from generational poverty and elevate their standards of living resonates with us deeply. Ambassador Michael's service as the Slovakian ambassador to Kenya earned him the affectionate epithet People's Ambassador, due to his unparalleled commitment to serving communities. Through the agency of Slovakia Aid, he extended support to small-scale entrepreneurs, non-governmental organizations, and civil society movements, thereby fostering the creation of stable and innovative communities worldwide. His instrumental contribution to small-scale entrepreneurship and economic growth is evident. The promotion of transformation, innovation, and wealth generation are key attributes of his commitment. He firmly believed that entrepreneurs are pivotal to the evolution of solutions and products to address challenges, which in turn result in job creation, innovation, and the expansion of revenue-based fundamental factors for a nation's economic development. Ambassador Michael role as the Vice Chair of the Peace Building Commission further underscores his commitment to peace and the execution of public sector reforms. His endeavors in fostering collaboration, consultation, and the resolution of complex global issues through bilateral meetings with leaders are noteworthy. His capacity to provide recommendations and information to the enhancement of coordination of relevant actors within and beyond the United Nations demonstrates its commitment to the cultivation of best practices and the assurance of predictable financing for post-conflict communities. Remarkably, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael, passionate dedication to sustainability serves as an embodiment of his commitment to the betterment of humanity. His relentless efforts to compel governments, academia, and industry to address the root cause and consequences of climate change serves as an inspiration to our university. The advocacy for the championing of sustainability in the battle against climate change is a clarion call that demands recognition and support. Ambassador Michael's tireless promotion of awareness regarding long-term shift in global temperatures and weather patterns underscores the exigency of addressing climate change, especially given its potential to severely affect developing countries such as the Republic of Kenya. Moreover, his resolute commitment to the implementation of Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal number 11, focusing on sustainable cities and communities, is laudable. His endeavors to channel substantial capital flows into projects that foster inclusive and sustainable urbanization serve as an imperative for advancing these objectives. Madam Chancellor, beyond his diplomatic career, Ambassador Michael's role as a former educator remains ingrained in his commitment to inspire and guide students. His dedication to instill motivation, confidence, and enthusiasm in students, despite challenges, is emblematic of the transformative influence of the good teacher. This mentorship instills within students the confidence and resolve to persevere in their pursuits. His persistence, exhortations for the youth to equip themselves with knowledge and skills to address issues of inequality, sustainability, and gender disparities reflect his vision for a more equitable world. KCA University, distinguished as the foremost business and technology university of choice in Kenya and in the region, and as the best private university in employability, is founded on the pivotal tenet of advancing knowledge and driving change. Our esteemed institution takes immense pride in association with His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael Mlinar and his extraordinary contributions to the domain of international relations and the promotion of harmonious partnerships. The Senate of KCA University is elected and the larger community by His Excellency the Ambassador Dr. Michael Mlinar's gracious acceptance of the Senate invitation to join KCA University community. Madam Chancellor, it is my great honor and privilege to present to you and this distinguished congregation His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael Mlinar, recognized as the People's Ambassador for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, LHD, honoris causa of KCA University. Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You stand here for you to be robed. First of all, yeah, you just stand here.
Madam Chancellor, I kindly wish to invite you to present this award. Madam Chancellor, I kindly wish to request Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, assisted by Dr. Edward Owino, Dean, School of Business, to help the candidate in receiving this award.
The Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, our honorary degree graduate to stand in front for a special photo session. We'd also like to request our Deputy Vice Chancellors to join him on that photo.
in honor of Michael Malina, an exemplar of global humanitarianism, education, and diplomacy, Ambassador Malina's outstanding lifelong commitment to positive social transformation, peace, and sustainable development, KCA University proudly confers upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its rights and privileges. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We kindly request the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor to step forward for a special photo. We kindly request you to move slightly this way for the sake of the mess. Okay, just still standing, I'd like to request all our Deputy Vice Chancellors to join the photo, kindly. All our DVCs to kindly join that photo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We request Thank you very much. We'll request Dr. Michael Milner to give his acceptance speech. Thank you. A moment of silence for this moment. The band, thank you very much, band. Thank you very much, band. Thank you very much, band. Beautiful music, thank you.
Madam Chancellor, Professor Olive Mugenda, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaac Wakindiki, distinguished KCA community, Deputy Vice Chancellors, and other distinguished guests of the academic community of the country that I call my second home, of the beautiful Republic of Kenya. It is an honor and my distinct pleasure to humbly accept this honor, and I'm indeed humbled and honored to stand in front of you this morning. It is a special day for many of you, and I would like to say Hongera sana, amjambo, rafiki yangu. Congratulations to class 2023 of the graduates of KCA University, and congratulations also to the parents, to the families, and to all of you teachers, professors who have worked hard to achieve the results that the students are distinguished for today. In my previous service in this beautiful country, I focused a lot on two important aspects of our cooperation: on education
and on youth. And I believe this is indeed the main focus of the values of this successful university that today celebrates not only the 15th graduation ceremony of all of you, but that also proudly celebrates KCA at 10. And I am indeed honored and proud to be a member of KCA community as of today. And I commit myself to continue supporting the values and the commitments of this educational institution, and to develop this partnership into higher important levels. Well, my dear friends, the young future distinguished professionals, you are indeed agents of change, and you are already today considered to be leaders of the future. But let me remind you that future is not something distant that we are only talking about, but my friends, the future starts today. Your important journey starts as you will receive the diplomas, the certificates, and we all, as we are standing here today, are extremely proud of your accomplishments, and you can continue counting on the endless support from all of us that have gathered here today. In my professional career, I have been focusing on three important priorities. And these actually all start with the letter P. First and most important, the people, or as you say here in Kenya, the wananchi. Secondly, participation, because it is indeed only through participation that we can make some changes, that we can bring about important developments in this country and globally. And partnerships, because it is through working together that we can move mountains and that we can achieve the important transformative change that KCA University has also been striving for. So I would like to say, be proud, because today you have a lot of reasons to be proud of your accomplishments. But be bold. Don't get discouraged, or don't stop in front of new challenges or new complications. But also be responsible, because it is through responsibility that we bring about positive, lasting, and sustainable change. I was very happy to hear earlier from one of your colleagues who referred to all of you as young, vibrant, promising, and active. That's a great start. But as famous physicist Albert Einstein once said, a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. So be bold and try, and push higher the dreams that you have and the aims that you will try to achieve. And also, as Albert Einstein says, you never fail until you stop trying. And it really is something that comes with responsibility. So I would like to offer my words of encouragement for you to proceed in your journey of education, of life achievements, but also, as has already been said before me, of making a difference, a true difference that your country, that Africa, and that our world does expect from you. It is not somebody else's role. It is not somebody else's journey. It is your own journey where only you can make a real difference. If I may, I would like to start with a bit of a challenge. And I'm sure you know that we are facing a lot of challenges in today's world, whether in the area of peace and security, in the area of socio-economic development, or human rights, which, as you know, are three pillars of the work of the United Nations. Indeed, we are hit by multiple crises. The world is sliding backwards instead of accelerating towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, the 2030 Agenda. More people and places are being left behind as the ripple effects of various shocks threaten communities globally. What we need is a model of development which is grounded in sustainability and inclusivity. The African continent, with the fastest urban growth rate in the world of 3.58%, faced with cascading crises, is also not on track to achieve most of the Sustainable Development Goals. We have all seen the rising costs of living here in Kenya, but also elsewhere in Africa and in the world. We have seen that students like you across the world often are protesting and are looking for important changes and pushing for solutions. And it is only a natural reaction to some of the underlying challenges. By 2050, 900 million new residents, you hear well, 900 million new residents will be added to the urban population of Africa. This is huge. Africa's current urban population, in fact, is only 567 million. Can you imagine our cities having to accommodate almost double of that when we are already facing serious infrastructure, basic services, or housing deficits? And this challenge is not only evident in the large cities and capitals of the world and in Africa, but also smaller places and communities, including rural ones. How do we prepare secondary cities or small towns to accommodate the new residents without repeating the same mistakes of polluted, congested capital cities that did not plan well for migration and urbanization? Climate change is having a growing impact on the African continent, hitting the most vulnerable hardest and contributing to food insecurity, population displacement, and stress on water resources. Only in recent months, we have seen devastating floods, an invasion of desert locusts, and now face the looming specter of drought because of La Nina event. In his address to the United Nations General Assembly in September 2022, Secretary General of the United Nations Antonio Guterres clearly said that the ongoing crises threaten the very future of humanity and the fate of our planet. My friends, I am not here to scare you or to create a gloomy atmosphere on one of your most beautiful days, even though we have some rain. But in my own country, in Slovakia, we say that rain brings blessing. So I really see that this is a blessed day for us in many ways. So if I may offer to you 3 recipes how I think we could together address the challenges, some of which I have just outlined. And I will call them 3 pathways, 3 opportunities. First one would be on land and housing, which is about achieving universal access to adequate housing. The right to adequate housing is internationally recognized and underpins the achievement of most of the Sustainable Development Goals. Beyond four walls and a roof, adequate housing for every family requires individuals and households to have universal, safe and stable access to energy, water and sanitation, transportation, schools, employment, healthcare, green spaces, and other social services. Security of tenure is intrinsic to adequate housing. So housing and the various connected issues which I have just mentioned indeed have in many ways a transformative power that we need to embrace. And with that, of course, we need to also ensure that all levels of governance, starting from the national governments, but also including local and regional governments and other actors, focus equally on the important change that is required. 56% of Africa's urban population today lives in informal settlements, or slums, if you will, in really precarious locations and often very difficult conditions. It is our moral duty together to address this issue and really reach some positive change. My second pathway and opportunity is related to urban economy. And KCA, your alma mater, has excelled in business and economic issues. So you are often really the experts and the future professionals that need to work also on urban economy, focusing on generating prosperity and enhancing local financing. The economic importance of cities cannot be overemphasized. The World Bank and the United Nations bodies estimate that more than 80% of the global gross domestic product, the GDP, is produced in cities. How to actually really capitalize on this enormous wealth and on this enormous capacity, while at the same time also addressing the climate and environment issues. Because while 80% of the GDP is generated in the cities, also 70% of carbon emissions are generated in our cities. So it's seemingly a contrast, but we can do it. We can really turn the clock around and ensure that what seems to be a major challenge indeed is a great opportunity. We need to achieve effective, inclusive, and sustainable urbanization, because this is one of the most direct ways of fostering economic development. The right mix of land uses within a city and the right balance of small, medium, and large settlements within a system of cities and communities can promote investment strategies that address spatial inequalities, be it on the regional, local, or on the national level. At the municipal level, this will involve generating revenue for public investment in infrastructure and basic services, and implementing redistributive policies to ensure that the wealth produced in cities results in shared prosperity and environmental sustainability. One thing simply doesn't work without the other. And my third and last pathway for you and an opportunity is on urban resilience and strengthening urban crisis recovery. Do we need more reminders about often having these crisis situations that we are facing almost on a daily basis, whether it is related to natural disasters or climate change or various man-made challenges related to peace and security. By 2050, droughts and flooding will cost African countries $50 billion a year. Across many parts of Africa, conflict, political violence, climate change, and food insecurity are converging to forcibly displace more Africans than ever. Just in East Africa, the Horn of Africa, and the Great Lakes, 19.2 million people had fled their homes by the end of 2021 due to violence, climate-related issues, or other challenges. The region is suffering the worst drought in 40 years after 5 consecutive failed rainy seasons, and we potentially face another one this year in 2023. As of November of last year, drought had displaced 1.8 million people. And of course, we could go on and describe some of these developments further. What we need to do is really to have multi-level crisis response and recovery efforts, which will be focused on supporting the governments as well as the local and regional actors with the specialized recovery frameworks and learning from previous crises and previous challenges. In many parts of Africa, but also in other parts of the world, urban recovery frameworks support the implementation of recovery interventions by clarifying institutional and multi-level governance arrangements, policies and plans, coordination mechanisms, and financing instruments. So what I am advocating for and what I would like to leave you with today is really our joint collective commitment to a better quality of life for all. This is the imperative of today, and this is the way we need to focus on addressing the challenges through our concerted efforts. As you know, Nairobi proudly hosts one of the 4 UN headquarters in the world, the only one in Africa, the only one in Global South, and in a developing country since 1978. It has really been an important milestone for us at UN Habitat. We are one of the 2 UN agencies headquartered here in Nairobi, together with UNEP, the United Nations Environment Programme. And indeed, we are trying to have a catalyst role in bringing about positive change and addressing all these important challenges. So, my dear friends, hongera sana again on your graduation and on successful completion of your studies. I once again would like to make a strong commitment to continue working with this university on projects related to the area of education, but also business and sustainable urban development. And I would like to invite you all to be the ambassadors for the future, but very importantly also to join me in our collective efforts to be ambassadors of change that is deeply needed and where we need to really work together. And I would also like to finish with one additional commitment that I would like to invite for next November, when we will be hosting our next World Urban Forum in Cairo, in Egypt. So I would like to invite a group of KCA students as ambassadors of change to join us in Cairo during the World Urban Forum, which will also comprise a youth assembly where the students from this university will be able to directly experience an event like that. World Urban Forum actually for the first time will be held in a mega city and for the second time in Africa, because in fact the first World Urban Forum in 2002 was held here in Nairobi, Kenya. And through the youth assembly that they will be able to attend, they will have an opportunity to speak up and to bring to the table specific issues and solutions stemming from the studies that they are also conducting and the research that they are conducting here at KCA. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, it's an honor for me to be with you today and to continue working with you. Asanteni sana.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Technology, represented by Dr. Rachel Kibuku, to present the graduate for the award of the doctoral degree of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Mr. Nsenge Mpia Heritia, who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Technology and the Senate for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Systems degree of KCA University. The title of his thesis is A Birth-Based Model for Recommending Information Technology Employability Profiles in Unstable Developing Countries. This PhD was supervised by Dr. Simon Mwedi Anyaga and Dr. Ruse Warugoro Boro, both of School of Technology, KCA University. I now call upon the supervisors to escort the candidates.
May the candidate please step forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the first KCA University Doctorate Degree 2023. Thank you, band. Thank you, band.
I admit the person named to the doctorate degree of KCA University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Hiya, band. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because this is a historic moment, we'll request the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor to take a photo with our first Doctor of KCA University. The supervisors, you will also join that photo. Yeah, kindly just step forward for a beautiful photo. The Vice Chair of Council, kindly join the photo. Okay, let's take this one. Thank you so much, supervisors, for helping the candidate make this historic moment. We'd now like to request the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor, and the candidate only. Thank you very much. The candidates to be at the center. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'd like to request you to sit down. And now back to the DVC, Academic Affairs. I'm feeling goosebumps. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next phase, I'd also like to recognize the presence of the wife to our honorary degree recipient, Andrea Mlina. And now to you. Yes, thank you very much. And now to you, Professor Bagakas.
Two down, about 4,000 to go. Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, the Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Simon Mwendia, and the Dean, School of Business, Dr. Edward Owino, to present the graduates for the award of various master's degrees of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of Master of Education, Administration and Management, Master of Education, Leadership and Management, and Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology degrees of KCA University. Master of Education, Administration and Management, Owol Collins, kindly rise up. Master of Education, Leadership and Management, Kalani Duncan, Kareithi Peter, Muya Ann. Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology, Gakumo Mary, Kenywa Miriam, Mutegi Moreithi, Jabani Liz, Okoth Emily, and Wasuna Nelly.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of School of Technology and the Senate for the award of Master of Science in Information System Management, Master of Science in Data Analytics, and Master of Science in Data Communications degrees of KCA University. Allow me to start with Master of Science in Information System Management, Balasa Anthony, Ihoko Yvonne, Kibet Sang, Kitaka Winfred, Limo Sharon, Mulomba Joseph, Mudheke Leonard, Waburi Helen, Wamithi Jadida, and Waswa Brian. Next is Masters of Science in Data Analytics. Echwa Misherina, Kamau Stanley, Kamau John, Koech Maureen, Korwa Susan, Makena Yvonne, Makwata Mother, Masibo Brian, Mungai Michael, Motuko Mase, Odhiabo Benedict, Okoth Joyfrey, Omondi Michael, and Wabogo Jennifer. Next is Masters of Science in Data Communications. Cheriot Ezra, Regei Danilo, and Roy Macau. Please remain standing.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of School of Business and the Senate for the award of MBA Corporate Management, MBA Human Resource Management, MBA Procurement and Logistics Management, MBA Marketing Management, Master of Science in Commerce, Master of Science in Knowledge Management and Innovation, and Master of Science in Development Finance degrees of KCA University. I'll start with Master of Business Administration, Corporate Management, Adan Noor, kindly be upstanding, Alois Otieno, Ambuga Florence, Barasa Kevin, Gashira Joseph, Galgalo Mohammed, Galgalo Abdullahi, Gatitu Marion, Gatonye Peter, Gitau Justus, Kamunda Hilda, Kanyugo Lawrence, Kadhurima Eric, Kibara Samuel, Kimoni Lawrence, Kinywa Evelyn, Kipsang Patrick, Mohamed Abdu, Moranga Pauline, Mweni Nelson, Mureithi Rebecca, Murigu Emily, Musima David, Musimi Janice, Mutunga Ematoni, Muturi Henry, Mwaniki Angela, Nalianya Wycliffe, Mwolo Faith, Njari Caroline, Njoga Celestine, Njuguna Phyllis, Ntiwi Zephania, Nyabicha John, Nyangaresi Joseph, Odunga Meshak, Omondi Pauline, Onyancha Vincent, Osoro Haron, Otuoma Sharon, Raim Samira, Rukwaru Joseph, Siaban Damaris, Tase John, Wafula Charles, Wandera Lewis, Wepukulu Andrew. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management option, Angela Awinja, Brenda Gaki, Didi Mjido, Esther Wanjeri, Gakinya Mudhoni, Jane Kagendo, Karimi Nancy, Kiama Ann, Kieti Lilian, Kutata Esther, Lukale Joab, Ogeshi Margaret, Olo Evans, Wanjoy Sarafina, and Wanyoike Joy. Master of Business Administration, Procurement and Logistics Management option, Kande Grace, Karimi Kate, Muya Felista, Opportune Wanjiku, Baik Linda, Wafula Joram. Master of Business Administration, Marketing Management option, Mabuga Caroline, Maingi Ann. Master of Science in Development Finance, Caroline Mumbi, Chacha Mwita, Diba Galgal, Joel Agutu, Juma Clara, Kamau Agnes, Kiare Wanjiku, Koech Lily, Langat Gilbert, Lorenga Daniel, Miriti James, Muhindi Samuel, Mutegi Lynette, Mutui Peter, Ndegwa Dominic, Ndishu Eric, Ndiu Kings, Nyanjiru Masi, Undiek Alice, Osundwa Silas, Owiti Besi, Selevina Laban, Simba Victor, Thomas Diana. Master of Science in Knowledge Management, Kuria Florence, Patrick Winfred.
Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Accounting option, Abuya Odoch, Aiko Maureen, Alexander Musioka, Abeva Rin, Atea Bire, Chebol Christopher, Cherotich Winnie, Elijah Nyakodi, Francis Kiru, Fwabwa Moses, Gachunia Edwin, Kanini Joyce, Isiamani Victor, Komo Margaret, Kimani Peter, Kinga Esther, Kiruja Rees, Kobe Edward, Macharia George, Maina Edwin, Maina Simon, Maingi Josephine, Manyara Andrew, Maweo Mary, Mitoko Neri, Mukaya Gladys, Mustafa Adan, Mutai Ruka, Mutua Arois, Ngei Sharon, Jogu Nahashon, Nyamunga Caroline, Ochieng Hilda, Odelo Catherine, Othiabo Irene, Odual Moses, Odual Felix, Omare Albert, Oyagi Agnes, Langodi Emmanuel, Wanyama Brennan, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance option, Inyani Daniel, Ochieng Juliet, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Investment option, Bego Hilda, Chege Livingstone, Gadogo James, Jobis Richard, John Dorcas, Kabue Jospat, Karaoke Justin, Karoki Janet, Kigo Masi, Kimani Ben, Kimani Antonius, Kisavi Shadrach, Kuria Joel, Ruseno Kenneth, Madenge Samuel, Muchache Ruth, Musanga Amo, Mugere Perez, Muiruri Eunice, Murwa Serina, Munene Martin, Jane Moses, Nyakina Ann, Ochieng Porin, Okoth Shaira, Onsogo Fake, Onsoro Sophia, Oyucho Julius, Runo Jacqueline, Selek Samuel, Tuka David, Wafura Anthony, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Economics, Ad Mohammed, Kase Kelvin, Kitave, Kibet Beatrice, Kidadi Charles, Kithuka Joyfrey, Rerei Frida, Buta Grace, Mudungu Wilfred, Nyanjugu Rose, Obayo Royce, Odiabo Frederick, Wangamwa Edwin, Wajema Ann. Masters of Commerce in Finance, Economics and Investment, Washika Benson, and Masters of Finance, Economics and Accounting, Omonge Timothy.
So at this juncture, we want to request that all master's degree graduates kindly apprise so that you can be conferred with the degrees by the Chancellor. From all schools, kindly be apprising.
I admit the persons named to the various master degrees of KCA University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees.
Congratulations. You can have your seats, please. Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, to present the graduates for the award of postgraduate diploma in education degree for KCA University. Dr. Gashigi.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of postgraduate diploma in education, diploma of KCA University. Distinction, Keboi Kenneth, Moidi Ruth, Mutegi Hannah, Omolo Charles, and Onyangol Michael. Credit, Adhiambol Rose, Anidol Jane, Auma Clifton, Bororio Brian, Chege George, Chematia Charity, Chepkoech Mercy, Duncan Nyaberi, Dixon Wekesa, Gitaka Joan, Irongo Boniface, Jacqueline Emma, Joash Wambwile, John Brian, Kaleke Samuel, Kazungu Anzira, Kiarie Catherine, Kili Meshak, Kimamira Stephen, Kimani Joseph, Kipkogei Tirop, Kivinji Haron, Limo Stephen, Matikol Albanas, Miriga Jamlik, Mogere Abraham, Morodi David, Mtula Rispa, Mohoro Gradis, Mudan Dennis, Munyao Erastus, Mureithi Solomon, Muriungi Peter, Musubi Dennis, Mutegi Carlos, Mutuma Murage, Mwaneki Maureen, Denga Daifin, Gary Anthony, Gobia Benson Benjamin, Jonga Daina, Nyakudi Victoria, Obonyo Jacob, Ochieng Lydia, Ochung Justo, Odera Victor, Odhiabol Bonventure, Ogata Aloysius, Ogol Peter, Ogoncho Bernard, Okech John, Omari Wedi, Omari Edith, Omodi Elijah, Oncholo Justus, Onyangol Nelson, Osiemol Christine, Oteba Samson, Otienol John, Owiti Roy, Peter Grace, Radich Moses, Ronald Chris, Rotich Kimutai, Rotich Solomon, Sadiq Sandi, Samima Temut, Sami Kioko, Segera Gertrude, Shira Ignatius, Tubol Yego, Warohio Peter, and Yamol Joel. May we all stand up for the award.
Acting on powers conferred by the Charter awarded to KCA University, I award the candidates presented to me the postgraduate diploma in education of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Director, KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute, CPA Faustin Mwansi, to present the following candidates who we recognize as having qualified for the award of the following qualifications in December 2022, April 2023, August 23 examination sittings. CPA Mwanzi.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who we recognize as having qualified for the award of Certified Public Accountant, CPA, Accounting Technician Diploma, ATD, Association of Charters, Certified Chartered Accountants, SCCA Diploma, Diploma in Data Management and Analytics, DDMA, NEC Diploma in Information Communication Technology, and NEC Diploma in Food and Beverage Management, qualifications in December 2022, April 2023, and August 2023 examination sitting. Certified Public Accountant, CPA, Serial 1 to Serial 11 on page 23, kindly be upstanding. Accounting Technician Diploma, Serial 1 to Serial 35 on page 23. ACCA Diploma, Serial 1 and Serial 2. Diploma in Data Management and Analytics, Serial 1 and 2. NEC Diploma in Food and Beverage Management, Serial 1. And NEC Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Serial 1 and 2 on page 24. May you be upstanding for the award. Kindly be upstanding, professional students. Thank you.
I congratulate you for your achievement and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Director, KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute, CPA Faustin Mwanzi, the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, the Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Simon Mwendia, the Dean, School of Business, Dr. Edward Owino, to present the graduates for the award of various diplomas of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the year 2022-2023 satisfied the Board of Examiners of KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute and the Senate for the award of Diploma in Banking and Diploma in Management, Diploma in Project Management, diplomas of KCA University. Diploma in Banking, distinction, Anyango Diana, Kenyang Dao. Credit, Serial 1, Serial 3 to Serial 34. Diploma in Project Management, distinction, Gashoka Hannah and Jenga Stephen. Credit, Serial 3 to Serial 17. Kindly be upstanding.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Counseling Psychology, Diploma in Education, Diploma in Journalism and Digital Media, and Diploma in Film Technology, diplomas of KCA University. Diploma in Early Childhood Education, credit serial number 1 up to 4. Diploma in Counseling Psychology, distinction, Barasa Joina, Farah Ikra, Geshoro Kriya, Kaido Millicent, Karaoke Josephine, Maina Melvin, Malusha Manasseh, Nyagaya Lydia, Ogola Bernard, and Wendo Emanuela. Credit serial number 11 up to serial number 51 on page 26. Diploma in Education, credit serial number 1. Diploma in Journalism and Digital Media, distinction.
This is NTV.
Hii krisi GoTV Stream iko mkononi, mechi yako na sports action yote, na watoije hata wao hawajawachwa nyuma. Wacha enjoyment izidi hii holiday na GoTV. GoTV Stream available from 1st December for all active customers.
At Stanbic Kenya, we believe in your financial potential, and we are here to help you reach new heights. Enjoy.